You can't win if you don't finish, and you can't finish if you don't start. Hi, and welcome to Helping You Perform. I'm your host, Paul Teasdale. Over a career working with high-performing teams from across the globe, including 7 years working with Formula One team McLaren, I've learned a lot about what it takes to drive results. In this weekly podcast series, I'm going to be bringing you tips, tricks and insights from the world of Formula One that you can apply for your organisation for your own high performance. Enjoy. Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Helping You Perform, where I bring these tips, tricks, insights and stories from the world of F1 and beyond to help you accelerate your own performance. Continuing on this series of phrases and sayings that I've picked up over the years that for me epitomise high performance, I hope you've enjoyed last week's episode about controlling the controllables. This week, I want to focus on something that I picked up in the world of F1, which is you can't win if you don't finish, and you can't finish if you don't start. So this was all about, in any race, if you don't get over the finish line, if you put all of that effort in, in the bits that get you to the finish line, but you don't actually make it over the finish line, even if you're in first position up until that point, if you don't get yourself over that finish line, you'll never win. And similarly, if you don't start in the first place, if your car doesn't start the race at the beginning, then you're not even going to get the opportunity to finish, never mind to win. So it comes back to two elements to me. One is you've got to start. You've got to get the ball rolling. You've got to start with some energy and some action that's going to get you towards that finish line that you're aiming for. And the second one is to be consistent and to get yourself over the line. Figure out what it is that's the thing that you're working your way towards, and you've got to get yourself over that line. And this can be thought of in different time frames. For instance, if you, one of the examples I'd often talk about in that world of F1 is you can have an amazing lap. You can have the fastest lap by seconds. It's never going to be by seconds, but you might have the fastest lap by seconds over everybody else. But if your engine burns out because of that, or if you your brakes are shot, or something else can't last to the end of the race, then it doesn't matter how quick that lap was. You don't get over the finish line, and therefore you can't get the points. So it's about performance, but consistency of performance to the element of getting you over that finish line. And that might be, finish line for you might be at the end of the quarter, at the end of the financial year, at the end of a 5-year plan, or whatever it might be. And you might have an amazing week or an amazing month. But if that burns out every option that you've got, and you don't get to the end of the quarter or the end of the year to hit that target that you had in play, then you haven't got to the finish line. So you can never win. And similarly, if you don't start and try new things and experiment and just get the ball rolling with something that you think might get you there, then if you don't try that, you're never going to know. You've got to be in the race. You've got to have started the race in the first place, and you've got to finish the race in order to win. So as always, I'd love to know what this means to you in your world. I'd love to hear your stories about what this is meaning, how you're applying this thinking, and ultimately how you're accelerating your performance with these phrases, these sayings, and these ways of thinking. As always, head to the website at paulteasdale.co.uk, set up a free 30-minute chat. Let's understand what is happening in your world and if and how I can add value in that space. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Helping You Perform podcast. If you found value in this episode, please take a moment to like, share, or review the podcast. You can reach out to me at any time, either through LinkedIn or through my website at www.paulteasdale.co.uk. I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode.